Alright guys, we're going to be giving away some more custom printed minifigure parts. If you want the chance to win some of these, all you have to do is leave a like on the video, comment down below, and make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Alright guys, we're back with episode 14 of building the Battle of Somme in Lego. So, next week is going to be the finale. Now, just to clarify, episode 15 is going to be the finale, and so what that means is that's probably going to be, let's see, so there's normally 2 finale videos with these mock series. The first one's going to be me going over the whole mock, you know, with the camera, moving it in and out, you know, basically hand holding the camera, and I'm going to be showing you guys all the different scenes that are going on back here and really go in detail. And then the next one after that will probably be just a montage of probably videos, probably no pictures. I'll probably do that as a separate video down the road. But next week I'll be going in detail over all the little nooks and crannies that I might not have shown you guys on these mock series videos. So that's going to be next week. So mark your calendars next Sunday. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn bell notifications on so you don't miss that video. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to show you guys this full mock. And then we're going to start working on the next mock very shortly after that. So, guys, let's go ahead. What we're going to be working on in this week's video is I found some more helmets for some British soldiers. So I'm really happy about that. Like, I found like 30 of them. So we can make some more British soldiers. We can populate this mock a little bit more. And then we're also going to start getting the rest of these Germans on the mock. And we're just going to do the finishing details, guys. So I'm really excited. So let's go ahead, swap the camera around, and I'm going to show you guys some cool stuff. Okay, guys, I wanted to show you some stuff that I found over the past week. I was kind of cleaning out some bins in my Lego room, and here's some stuff that I found. So the main thing is, I found a huge bag of dark tan. I almost said dark brown. Dark tan Brody helmets. So this will let us build even more British figures, which is going to be awesome because, like we talked about, we're kind of running low. If I move the camera back up to the mock, you can see we're kind of running low. I mean, that's kind of all we would have. So the rest of the mock would just be a bunch of Germans, and the whole point of this is the British are trying to kind of assault this hill. So I'm very happy that I found more of those, and this will just allow us to make the mock that much better. So moving on, we found a couple German torsos and some old school torsos. A lot of these I found in this. I had this one bin. There was a bunch of custom printed minifigures and parts, and I was going through those and I grabbed these and I'm like, wait a minute, I could use these on the Battle of Somme. So basically what we have here, this is the old school German print. Both of these are. I showed these in a minifigure review Friday, or Figure Friday, and I went over the kind of the backstory of this torso. I can put a link to that video up there in the card section, but basically these are just really old school. This one's actually old gray. This is the, let's see, actually both of these are old gray. So yeah, you can tell these are old Lego gray versus, let's see, do I have something that's new gray? You can kind of see the difference there. So I'll still probably use these. Obviously I'm going to swap this head and this hat out, and then this guy obviously needs some more arms and whatnot. That might be hard to find, an old dark gray arm. That's, let's see, a right arm. So I'll have to look around for that. But we got 2 more German figures basically right here, so I'm happy about that. And then we also found this torso. This is an old school torso, once again in old gray. Very happy I found this. What we'll do to cover up that flesh, because we're using the classic Lego yellow skin tone, so we don't want that showing. What we'll do is, I don't think I have one here, but we'll just put a Lego bandana over that, or a gas mask, or something that'll cover that up, and we'll be good to go. But once again, it might be hard for me to find some of the old gray arms to put on these torsos. So at least we have 1 complete figure here, but we have potentially 2 more. So I'm glad I found those. Another thing I found was, once again, this same torso that you saw right here, but printed on dark tan, and this actually has the yellow neck. And these are going to be great for British soldiers. So I'm really excited to use these. And now that we have more helmets, all we have to do is find some legs for these. I know I have dark tan arms, so I'm not worried about that. Throw some heads on those guys, put helmets and legs and rifles, and we got 2 more British soldiers. So I'm really happy about that. You can see the design there. And I don't know, I think these look pretty cool, so I'm going to go ahead and use them. And you know, we could, technically these are kind of more German printed designs, but what we could do is we could have these guys being dead on the battlefield in the no man's land if we really wanted to be kind of more accurate and not show those torsos, but at least we have 2 more British right there, so really happy about that. So I'm going to go ahead and start gathering as many minifigures as I can. We're going to need a lot more Germans, but we're also going to need to probably build at least 5, maybe 3 to 5 more British, so let's go ahead and work on that now. So I'm working on getting these minifigures together. So these are my loose minifigure parts. This is another minifigure bin. Actually, I need that. This is just another minifigure bin I had with a bunch of, like, these are the weapons, and a lot of the minifigures that used to be in here were from the Sinai Desert. This bag was full of, let's see, those were Battle of Peleliu figures. Those are a bunch of Japanese figures and US Marines. And then this is kind of my catch-all Stanley bin of some of my older minifigure parts and whatnot. So I'm working with these figures here. Good news is I did find, actually, in the arm and hand bin that I have, I did find one of the arms in old gray for this torso, so we'll be able to make a German figure out of that. I found this torso and legs. Now, obviously that's not very accurate of a German, but if we flip him upside down and just use him as a dead guy, then he'll be fine. Then I found, like, all these parts here, so I gotta find heads for these guys. And like, we got this guy complete now. He looks pretty nice. I really like that just neutral head. He's got like a screaming face on the back, but I really like that head on the front. I really like this. This is a really old Lego head, but I really like the look of that. We gotta find arms for these guys. The reason why a lot of these don't have left arms in the dark, let's see, dark tan, yeah, because a lot of those are coming from Japanese soldiers I'm stealing the arms from, and almost all of their arms have that arm printing, so I can't give them that if they have a Japanese armband on them. So I gotta find some dark tan arms somewhere. But we got to get those guys' heads. We've got to figure those guys out. I'm finding a lot of anti-tank grenades, so I might throw some of those in the mock simply because I kind of forgot for a minute. I'm like, wait, this is a World War I mock, so we can indeed use those in the mock, even though we don't have a tank. But yeah, I'm just kind of going through all these parts here, looking for dark tan arms and other things. So I'm just kind of picking stuff out that I might use later on. But that's kind of where I'm at right now, so I'm going through all that. And once we get those done, I have a bunch of Germans already set aside, but I'm trying to scrounge together as many as I can while I'm looking for these parts for the British guys. So I'm going to keep working on this, guys, and I'll keep you posted. So this is what I came up with for some of the figures. This is probably all the British we're going to need. We might need a couple more to have dead bodies, but I think we're going to have a pretty crowded mock if we add too many more figures. So this is what we've got here. We've got just a bunch of riflemen here. This one's my favorite. I really like just that classic torso that I printed, and then that just really old school Lego head. Really looks nice. Then we've just got a bunch of these guys here. These 2 guys are going to be dead because, one, I can't find arms or a leg for that guy, and then I can't find the proper arm for this. This one's just another right arm, so he's going to be flipped over like that or something like that. Then we have this one German, and then we also have, I thought I had one more. Yeah, I already added him on the mock, so I'll show that later. But I did find a shovel, and I might incorporate that into one of the British guys' hands that's in the trench over there. Or maybe one of the Germans that's in a foxhole or something. I don't know, but I thought I might try to incorporate that. But these are some of the figures that I just built. I'm going to start putting more figures on the mock, and I'm going to kind of show you guys along the way. And then we still have to add like bullets and all the other details, so definitely stick around. Let's keep working on this. So I just built this German figure. This is an all old gray minifigure here. He's even got an old gray backpack. I found that digging through some minifigure parts, so that's a really cool minifigure that will be going on the German side of the mock, probably towards the back of the battlefield because he's got so much gear on. He wouldn't be running into the front lines, but really excited that I built this guy in the old gray color scheme. And then I also found, while I was looking through all those parts, I found some more old gray minifigure parts, but I'm not able to find any more arms for these guys. So I found these 2, which would have been awesome minifigures to have because we could have covered up the neck with some bandanas, and it would have been sweet to have some, like, a squad of old gray minifigures. But you know, I'll use these in another mock, or I'll order up some arms. But I found those, so we'll be able to use those in future mocks, which is still cool nonetheless. Then I found some more old gray legs, and then this torso here, I'll probably remove that printing and print something German on there. And then I found a spare like left or right leg there, so definitely cool. But like I said, I'm really excited for, I think right now, honestly, like these are my two favorite figures that we've made today. You know, even though they're both super basic, I just love the look of them. So I'm really excited about these, and I can't wait to put them on the mock. So I told you guys I needed some more German figures for the German side of the mock, and you guys could see that it was kind of clean, you know, and not as densely populated as the British and French side. So I have these 4 minifigures here I'll be adding. I gotta add some more accessories to them, weapons and accessories, but these are actually available on my website. We have the officer, the machine gunner, the submachine gunner, and then the rifleman. These were actually the figures I used in my D-Day mock series, which was the most previous mock series to this one. And I still have some of these on the website. If you guys are interested, they are, I'll put a link in the description, but they are on their website, and they'll work perfect in this mock. You know, they were supposed to be World War II minifigures, but I'll probably, let's see, the only one that's going to be kind of inaccurate is going to be the MP40 pouches, because that gun obviously didn't come until 1940, so, you know, I might not use him, or I'll use him as a dead guy, and you'll just see the back of him. So these are some more figures I'm going to be adding to the mock, so I just got to go and get some more rifles and maybe a couple pistols for those guys. So I'm working on placing all of the Germans, and there's like a spot right in here where there should be a lot of dead Germans, because it's like the closest to the front lines of the British here, and I ran out of German figures. So all I need is, quote, dead Germans, right? So all you are going to see is the back side of these guys. So if I zoom out a little bit, so from the back, these look like normal German figures, right? But from the front, they're just like random parts. So as long as they're dark bluish gray and they have the right skin tone, and they have Stahlhelms, and then I'll give them some weapons, you won't be able to tell. So this is an easy way if you're running low on parts like I am. If you can just scrounge together some dark bluish gray, or, you know, for example, you could do this for British or French as well, but this is what I'm doing for some Germans. So that's a nice little trick, and you guys won't even be able to tell in the finale, so that's one of the cool things about it. So that's a nice little trick. I hope you guys take advantage of that. Okay, I had some trouble finding German weapons in this kind of bag of weapons that I just dumped out. This is all leftovers from the Sinai Desert. I was able to find a couple more Kar 98s, and then I had like anti-tank grenades, but you know, I had a Panzerfaust in one of the Germans' hands, but I was like, I don't know if that was World War I. That's more World War II, so I swapped that out for an anti-tank grenade, which is definitely World War I. So I don't want to show you too much more of the figures on the mock. I'm probably going to cut to a clip of me talking about that, but all I can say is it looks awesome. So I'm like really stoked how it's turning out. So I'm probably going to do the giveaway winners now, and then I'm going to show you guys part of the mock, so definitely stick around, and we can start talking about the finale, which is next week's episode. Alright guys, we're picking the winner from episode 13, so let's pick the winner right here. So we do this 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. YT_LaRue, love your videos, and I hope you do a Vietnam next. Awesome comment, by the way. So YT_LaRue, all you have to do is send me an email through my website with your full name, address, zip code, and then a screenshot of you signed into your YouTube channel, so I can see that it is indeed you. And other than that, we can get that shipped out to you. And then guys, we're gonna go talk about the mock, so definitely stick around. Okay guys, I don't want to show you all of the mock, but basically I would say we're about 90 to 95% done. So the only things that I haven't done is I haven't added like the blood to all the dead soldiers. I haven't added any bullet details and whatnot. And I would say probably 95% of the figures are placed at this point. There might be, I'm looking right now, I might have room for like 1 or 2 more Germans and British, but that would be stretching it. So maybe I'm looking at one corner that has room for potentially 1 British, and then another spot that has potentially room for another German. But other than that, I think we are pretty much done as far as minifigure placement goes. But guys, from what you see here, leave me some feedback in the comments down below. Like I said, I don't want to show everything because next week is the finale. So guys, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification, because next Sunday we are doing the finale video of this mock, and I can't wait to show you everything. So guys, without you know, I don't know what else to say. I think this was a pretty long episode. I think I recorded a lot more than usual. I'll know once I'm done editing it, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys leave me any feedback you can in the comments down below, because I'm going to be reading through as much of that as I can before I film the finale, so I can add any details that you guys want me to add. And other than that, guys, once again, I think this is going to be an awesome mock series, so definitely check it out in next Sunday's video. And other than that, check out last week's episode right here. Check out the complete playlist, so if you want to rewatch some of the episodes, right there. And subscribe right there. Right there, subscribe, so you guys don't miss next week's episode and the finale. So guys, thanks so much for the support, and I'll see you in the finale next week.